Good evening. I'm Councilwoman Linda Barnes Caldwell, and I would like to welcome you to the Boards and Commissions meeting for June the 12th. On today's agenda, we are interviewing for the position on the Transportation Board. We have several candidates today, and present we have Councilwoman Mary Brown of the 3rd District, Councilman at Large Herb Smith,
Don't forget me.
Councilman at Large and President of the Council, Ron Brewer. Our first person today is Genesis Jones Barris. Is she here? Come on. Okay. Seat right there. Ms. Barris, please tell us something about you and what is your interest and why you would like to represent us on the Transportation Board.
My name is Genesis Jones Burris. I'm a lifelong resident of Gary, graduate of Roseville, graduate of Indiana University. I currently serve on the board for Emerge Incorporated. I'm also the president of Theobald PTA. I also serve as field representative for Indiana PTA. I feel like I can make a good showing on this board because I have board experience and I'm interested in furthering my community.
Okay. Any questions?
I won't vote against you, just you have to vote. Yeah, I said it. I'm back, y'all.
No other questions?
I don't have any.
No, I don't either. We'll review all of
Okay.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mhm. Jeffrey Edwards. Mr. Edwards, share with us your interest in representing us on the Transportation Board.
Yes, so my name is Jeffrey Edwards. I have been a resident of Erie since 2015. We moved here, my wife and I, because my wife wanted to give back to the community. So one of the things we did was we decided that we would come back here and really with purpose, focus on issues that concern us in our community. One thing that we've done so far is started a 501c3 called Gary Community Partnership. The organization was formally started about 6 months ago, but even within the 6 months, what we've done is we've already obtained 2 grants from the Love Your Block program. We've gotten, again, our certification, and we've adopted the Park on 5th grant. So we have quite a few initiatives that we're moving forward with, and again, we're just really looking to add up.
Any questions?
Do we have a copy of his resume?
We
Yes.
do.
The second one in your packet.
I do have a question.
Mr.
Just gonna
Neway.
ask the applicant if he rides the public transportation.
I've ridden the public transportation when I worked for BP from 2012 through 2015.
Gary Public Transportation?
Yes, so I caught the metro,
Sure. Yeah.
to the train station, and then I caught the train station
Oh.
to Union Station downtown.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Met you at the Block Club?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for your interest. The next candidate is Kendra S. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, please share with us your interest on wanting to represent us on the Transportation Board.
Well, I am a lifelong resident of Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
I have been riding the Gary public transit buses since 1978, when I was using them to go to middle school. And although I've owned several cars, I still continue to ride Gary public transit. I have been attending Gary Public Transit Board of Directors meetings for 20-plus years. Shortly it will be 25 years. During that time, I also was a passenger liaison, as I called it, as a volunteer. And I would go to the meetings and I would share the viewpoints of the passengers. I would give observations. And during one point when the routes were rearranged, I met with Noble Denny, who was the wasn't general manager, he was the manager of operations, and gave him a viewpoint of how it would affect the passengers, what would be problematic for the buses to get back and forth. I have served on several boards. I have been on the Gymnast Head Start Parent Policy Board. I have been the president of the Dory Military Council. I was the recording secretary for the citywide city council. And because of my dedication and work in this community, it inspired the Indiana Civil Rights Commission's Martin Luther King Committee to create an award to recognize individuals who wanted to give back to their community and make it a better place. And I also presently am part of the PTA and at Westside, and I'm also the recording secretary for the Region 5 Title I parent organization, which is a 6-state organization. So, and it has national ramifications. And I'm also the chairperson of the Indiana Parent Advisory Council with the Indiana Parent Institute.
Okay. Any questions?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I was going to ask the applicant if she, with her lengthy experience at GPTC, what would she identify as the most pressing need that the agency faces today, and what suggestions would you make to address that most pressing need?
Well, I believe the most pressing need is that we need more buses, and really we need more funding, because there are a lot of challenges for some of the passengers. And I've noticed that Gary Public Transit has been one of the entities in the city that has maintained a success in operations. I remember a time when I was riding the buses where you would leave home on a bus and wasn't even sure if you would be able to get back home. But because of the passengers, because of the staff, administration, and the board of directors, GPTC has surmounted those obstacles. But right now, I feel one of the biggest challenges is that more funding is needed so that we can expand this bus service, because there are other places we should be able to reach that would be beneficial to the company. We have presently, there is a route that goes to Hammond. For the first time in the years that the Maryville, the BMX as it's called now, has been going to Maryville, we now have Maryville contributing to this company. And they have a route that runs in Maryville. So I feel our biggest challenge right now is to try and reach out even more and provide service for our passengers so that they can get to the places they need to go to and continue using public service, because it is economical. It also provides a less pollution versus cars. And you know, as I said, it is one of the few entities in this city that has went from extreme challenges to becoming successful.
All right, thank you so much. Our next person, Michael Robinson. No,
Helpful.
Milka? Oh, she went back to work, okay. Marcus Hare,
Yeah.
okay. And Joy Whiteside.
Good evening, council. My name is Joy Whiteside. I am a citizen of Gary for over 30 years in the 4th District. And my interest is, I haven't always driven. I did used to take the bus myself when I was younger to the Village Shopping Center. And currently my mother is a rider. She rides to Walmart and to other places as well. I do understand that I would have to report back to the council. I want to help ensure that this agency is working to the best of their ability for the citizens of Gary, and also to ensure that the rules will be followed.
Any questions? No, Mr. Nowacki?
Yes, I was going to ask you, Ms. Whiteside made a comment that one of her priorities would be to make sure that the agency is providing, I guess I could paraphrase, the best possible service to the residents. And the question would be, in what way are they not doing that now, and what do you think would be, you would add to their, to provide that they provide the best possible service to riders?
Well, I can't really say that there are not. I guess I should have said that they continue
Okay.
to serve the citizens of Gary.
Okay.
No other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we have let everyone speak their interest in representing us, and we thank you for coming out and showing an interest. You will be receiving, each of you will be receiving a letter in the mail. And I thank you for coming out. And this concludes our meeting for this evening, June the